He blew up on SoundCloud, became a XXL Freshman in 2016, has collaborated with the likes of Young Thug, Migos, and ASAP Mob, and was parodied in Lamorne Morris's 33 Savage video.
First I was 3, then 4, then 5. I remember back one time when I was 5.
And at this point, you still can't tell whether I'm talking about Lil Yachty or Lil Uzi Vert. Fortunately, I'm talking about both. Despite a few commonalities, Yachty and Uzi are very different rappers with different backstories, accomplishments, and musical styles. And you know what that means? One of them has got to be better. So to find out who, let's pit them against each other in a no-holds-barred head-to-head matchup we call versus. Let me know who you think will win in the comments down below, and let the games begin.
Round 1, fight!
In today's world, if you want to make it big as a rapper, an actor, or president of the United States, you gotta be big online. And when it comes to social media stats, both Yachty and Uzi are stacked. Lil Yachty's got 4 million followers on Instagram and 2.3 million on Twitter. Lil Uzi Vert has 4.8 million followers on Instagram and another 2.4 million on Twitter. Uzi's got a razor's edge on Yachty here, but let's face it, when you're a musician, it's the music that really counts. So let's take a closer look at their stats over on SoundCloud. Both rappers have been posting to the platform since 2014, and they've dropped around 100 tracks each. They both have some bangers on there. Lil Yachty's biggest track, One Night, has racked up an impressive 44 million streams, and the music video has earned him another 10 million views on YouTube. Seems like a tough figure to beat, but Lil Uzi's 1.5 XO Tour Life tops it by 100 million streams with 135 million in total, and over on YouTube, well, he's clocking in 63 million views. For that, Yachty's impressive following of 632,000 SoundCloud followers is more than doubled by Uzi's 1.36 million. So for round 1, Uzi's just too bad, too bougie to beat. Huh? Yeah.
Round 2, fight!
For this round, let's talk about backstory. As the host of Before They're Famous, I know that if you don't have an interesting come up, it's really hard for me to cover you on my channel. And if there's no Before They're Famous video on you, how can you know that you're famous? Well, fortunately, I have made a Before They're Famous on both these rappers, so I know quite a bit about their backgrounds.
That's just the work here, bro.
Lil Yachty was born and raised in Atlanta. He worked at McDonald's, and after getting himself fired, he enrolled in college. While there, he got his hate on for the education system, and because he's a social outcast, well, he would pass his time alone in his dorm room thinking of ways to get rich, and that's when he came up with one of his first hits, Minnesota. The get-rich scheme he came up with, by the way, was credit card fraud. He got arrested for that, but was quickly released on bail and later got the charges expunged from his record. So he didn't do it. He just must have been another guy with red hair. I don't know. After just 2 months in college, Yachty dropped out to focus on his music, pumping out songs from his bedroom studio. Soon, Drake's OVO Sound Radio would air his hit Minnesota, and he would blow up overnight with his music video for One Night. Up in North Philly, Lil Uzi Vert was, believe it or not, a huge fan of Marilyn Manson. He was a class clown, dressed as a skater, and would do pretty much anything for a little attention. He was never a particularly good student and was constantly getting into trouble. He worked his way through 4 different public schools and narrowly avoided getting kicked out of his mom's house by picking up a job as a stock boy at the bottom dollar. It wouldn't be long before he would quit that too and wound up living with his grandma, who was a little more supportive of his ambition to become a rap star. That dream had first taken root in Uzi during his senior year of high school after a friend of his started to rap and get all the attention. Uzi wanted some of that love for himself, so he told his friends that he could rap too, even though at the time he really didn't have the skills. But eventually Uzi would go from faking it to making it with his self-titled breakout hit, Uzi. Basically, Lil Yachty was a social outcast who made it to college but dropped out to hustle and chase his rap dreams. Lil Uzi Vert was a class clown who started rapping to get attention from his peers. So for round 2, I've got to go with Lil Yachty. At the end of the day, his story just sounds a lot more cool. Plus, he dyed his hair red like before he made it. You know, it's weird. And Ronald McDonald style.
Round 3, fight!
I swear this seems to happen every versus. We're at round 3 and the score is tied. It all comes down to this. So let's talk about something really important here, their accomplishments. Lil Yachty has been nominated for a Grammy for his collaboration with Dram on the single Broccoli. He hit #1 on the US rap charts for this song, as well as a feature on the Kyle song I Spy. And his debut studio album, Teenage Emotions, it hit #3 on the rap charts and #5 on the Billboard 200. On top of that, he modeled for Kanye West's Yeezy Season 3 fashion show back in February of 2016. Now that doesn't speak much to his rap career, but hey, he might have met Kanye, which isn't bad. As for Uzi, well, he's topped the US rap charts as a featured artist on the track Bad and Bougie. That's one fewer #1 single than Yachty, but it's a pretty incredible song to be a part of. Not that I Spy isn't a cool song, you know. So as featured artists, Yachty and Uzi are pretty much neck and neck. As for their awards, Uzi doesn't have a Grammy nomination, but he does have 3 Billboard nominations, an MTV Video Music Award nomination, and a win for the MTV VMAs for the Song of the Summer. And when it comes to his debut studio album, well, Uzi's chart position mops the floor with Yachty's. Love is Rage 2 hit #1 on the Billboard Rap chart, #1 on the R&B and hip hop charts, and #1 on the Billboard 200. So as far as accomplishments are concerned, Uzi takes the big W in this round and in this versus. Congrats to you, Lil Uzi Vert. Who are we gonna put you up against next? 21 Savage? That'd be great. Both of the little guys brought some serious heat to this battle, but someone's got to go home a winner, and for my own safety, I'm glad it wound up being the guy with Uzi in his name. I'm not that afraid of yachts. I'm not sure if anyone is really. You know. Anyways, if you like the outcome of this video or you're a little Yachty fan yourself, let me know in the comments down below who you want me to pit him against in a future versus. Or how about 21 versus Uzi Vert? I think that's a good idea. My name is Michael McCradden, and you know the rest. See you guys in another video.
Do that?
Yeah, that's fine.